Well, the old mill race dig is done. Now it's time to clean up and restore this fella's backyard the way we found it. You can see all of the rains since Craig's pushed all the dirt back in the hole have exposed all sorts of broken glass and pottery, and Jimmy and Scott are out here, and Jimmy's probably found some stuff already just eyeballing. Look at here. Boy, all this stuff, man. So we're going to try to get this cleaned up as best we can and put up some grass seed and some straw maybe, and hopefully it'll grow over. Never know we were in a hole here. Alright, Jimmy has found something on the surface. I knew he'd probably run into something eyeballing. He's good at that. Look at here. There's a bottle right there. How you like that? Pretty neat.
Okay, this is Jim Armstrong, and Jim invited us over to dig this old mill site out here where we found a bottle dump, and along with a bunch of other town relics from the old town of Fallsington here. The dump dated from roughly mid-1800s, about 1845 or so. Stretched on through 1880, 1890, and then it appears, by the way, that we were uncovering the relics that there were several layers in here, and the latest layer went up to about 1920. That was probably to fill in what had sunk previously. And Jim, when we first come down here to install this drain, you called me to let me know that there were some bottles coming up out of the ground when the excavation was going on. And what was your thoughts at that time of what we might have been getting into here with these bottles? What did you think about it?
I thought, I took a look at the old bottles that were coming out of the ground. I said, there's only one man for this job. I said, call Greg and get the team out here and see what we can uncover. So,
and did it meet your expectations as far as what was coming out of the ground, or was there any surprises?
I was surprised at the volume that your folks found. And,
sure.
And it's just amazing. So much Fallsington history.
Yeah.
In one place.
Oh yeah.
And this old mill building. Do you have any idea of roughly the age of the old mill building, Jim?
1750, I was told.
Wow.
1750, yeah.
I talked to Samuel Snipes, and our local historian, and he thought to be about 1750.
So that kind of falls in line with a couple of the relics that we found: the ovoid jug, the English mallet, the free-blown wine, and a couple of the other items that come out of the hole about the same period, mid to late 1700s, and then into the early 1800s. And then there was a time period there that it seems that the mill was in use and going hot and heavy, probably from that time period of the 1700s on through about 1845 or so, and that's about the time when we discovered that they were starting to fill in this little area back here that we're standing in. If we come over here, you can kind of see that it's like a circular type dig that we had going on, and we're thinking that there's a possibility this may have been an ice pond on the outlet side of the mill race that was used to supply ice to the mill and the people running the mill, because frequently the need for ice was to the point where if you didn't have it on hand, you're not getting it. And this would have been a perfect opportunity in a little pond in this situation, as it looks like it probably was, to have your own ice supply.
Yeah.
We did find remnants of what appeared to be a privy somewhere in about this location. And you can see that there was a door here on the back of the mill building, and it looked like right out the back here, right about here, we found that privy location. That's where some of the old bottles that were pondled came out. Scott over here got into a nice little nest of pondled materials, some really killer bottles, and they give us an idea of when this privy was and when the rest of this may have occurred. And again, about that 1845 time period is the bottles in the bottom of that privy, and then everything around the privy had followed that period. So right now we're doing cleanup, and we're getting this ready to be reseeded. We're restoring the site. You can see that by the amount of material that is just left on the surface, what all had come out of here. Thousands of bottles, literally thousands of whole bottles that come out. Some beautiful telegraph insulators, pottery, you name it, it was on here. Everything you could think of might have come out of a household between 1850 and 1910 or so. It was in here, and it just gave us a real insight to the way that people lived in that time period of the 1800s in this little village of Fawsington here. The village was a Quaker settlement, and it still is a Quaker settlement with the Quaker meeting house here in town. And it's just a quiet little community, some real good friends. Everybody knows each other, and the camaraderie that's built out of things like this, and the friendship, goes a long way.
Oh yeah. All right.